David Noel with a huge basket. Anne-Marie still clinging to a 4-point lead. Weaver right underneath, off the glass. Nicely done. Hoffman. Yes, Aiden Hoffman. Everybody knows what clip I'm talking about. Here's Weaver into the lane. Yes. Obi Weaver. Babb, former Cougar, stolen by Torrance. Who else? Brody with 2 men to beat. Off the glass and in. There's Torrance. Brody flying through the lane, lays it up and in. Misses. But the putback, Benjamin Eberle. Layup. Weaver. Missed it. Hoover to put back. Nicely done, Chase. Well, good play, Eli Ramirez. Weaver dishes at the rimmer, bend off the glass and in. Good ball passing by the Celtics. King, back to Torrance. Torrance, what a move. Left side in. Cross court for rimmer, bend. What a block by Brody Torrance. Sorry, folks. Got the camera, I apologize. Boy, Brody Torrance. 13-7. Rimmer, wide open for 3. He's great at these, and he made him pay. Rimmer, shoved, no call. Don't understand that. So good. Torrance underneath. Musser underneath, yes, nicely done. There's Smucker, buried it. Smucker, and that was for 3. Here's Eli. Eli has nothing but red in front of him. And somehow Weaver ended up with it and put it in. Well, guarded by Andrew Rimmer. To Kirkner, into the lane, a floater, buried it. Good passing here. Anne-Marie has them really playing together nicely, and that leaves Benjamin Eberle wide open there by Hoffman. Hoffman's going to pull. That's no good. And Eberle puts it in. Nicely done. All right, as we get ready to go underway here. Nuggets coming in at 0-1, coached by Ethan Devine. Maybe I spoke too soon. Blasinski underneath, Wentling, Franklin will draw the foul. Franklin says he got all ball. I think I agree with him. Got it to Jed. Jed's going to pull. Off the glass and in! And that was for, and Jed Stoltzfus comes down with 1:13, down 7. Jed banged into by Felpel. Montefiore comes down with it. They need to take advantage right now when the big 3 are on the bench. Montefiore's going to drive, blows by everybody and lays it in. He plays with that same aggressiveness as Wayne did back in 2019. Stoltzfus, a nice finger roll. Jed Stoltzfus in and out, no good. Buck. Play him into the lane. Great look. Play by Jed Stoltzfus. That's going to be turned over. Montefiore flying through the lane. Mason Montefiore, wow. Great player. There's Blasinski left wide open. Just a breakdown of the defense. Wentling, left baseline, missed the spin. Stoltzfus. Boys, Franklin doing a great job. And then Blasinski puts it in. This week they suffered a tough luck loss.
Here we go. Final game of the day. Give it up. Come on out to center court. Your waiting. The Grizzlies will be versus your home team today, the Lakers. See it.
Thank you so much for today and this opportunity to come out and play a game that we all really love. Just keep us safe as we travel home and just bless this competition.
Welcome everybody to the Lakers Grizzlies final game of the day here in week 3. Jeff Russell here on January 20th, 2024. And wow, we just watched an exciting game from the Dream and Liberty of the Girls 7th and 9th League. Go back and watch that one, folks. The level of play has just stepped up with some new players that came into the league. Gabby Morales, 3 3-pointers. Incredible, 21-16 final. Here we go, Gabriel Hoover returns. But Coach Chick not here today. Right underneath, Samuel Zook getting the scoring going. Both teams looking for their first win. Lakers at 0-2, Grizzlies 0-2. Perry drives, what a shot. Damian Perry wants to be in that regular season MVP conversation. Here's Gwaltney, Chase, that's for 2, hit the wire. And we had a Steve Whitmer appearance, folks, in the last game. Steve Whitmer refereeing. Good to see Steve. There's Hackenberg, left side. Got it to Perry, that's for 3, no good. Maxwell there, so is Jetty Hoover. Ball comes down to the Grizzlies. And they're gonna call Perry, he doesn't like it. Coach Brad Slaughter coached my son on the Celtics 2021. Hayden Winey was on that team. Chase lobs it inside, Gabriel Hoover. Yes! Gabriel, the 2022 regular season and championship game MVP on those perfect Wildcats. Did not lose a game. Had a lot to do with him. Maxwell underneath, draws the foul. Mears gonna shoot 2. Early first quarter action on the day after a big snowstorm week. Had snow last Monday, I believe, and yesterday. The 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. games were canceled today. Wasn't sure if they were just going to call the whole day. Well, we started at 10 o'clock Eastern time. Maxwell misses both. Gwaltney stops at the foul line, missed it. Maxwell the rebound. Perry lobs it inside, but Gwaltney saw it the whole way. Chase. Had a huge game last week in the absence of Gabriel Hoover. Here's Fellenbaum. Over to Sensenig, the former Piston. Gwaltney. Boy, the Laker defense is really something. Maxwell has Hoover all over him. You're not going to have anyone playing with more tenacity than Gabriel Hoover, I can tell you that. Maxwell underneath, left open, makes them pay. Amir from East Earl. Mother Charmaine here today. There's Chase. Underneath, they left him open, that's a mistake. The former Robbie Jacob Heat player in 4th grade. Chase still looking for his first Upward ring. Does not have one. He was on the Wolverines. They got eliminated in the boys 5th and 6th. And last year on, I think they were the Yellow Jackets last year, Coach Good. Chase missed 3 games last year, the first 3. Haven't seen his sister Lexi yet play. Waiting to see her. Chase may have gotten away with one. Zuck misses. Big Christian Horst underneath. 6-4, Grizzlies lead. Grizzlies lost to the Isaiah Lap 76ers, Coach Babb Sixers in week 1, 29-20. And then they lost to Eric Stark's Jazz last week without Gabe Hoover. That was a 37-22 loss. Perry throw up a wild one, or maybe it was a pass underneath the Horst. Gabe Hoover right there. Here's Zuck. Samuel to Hoover. To Gwaltney. They're letting him have it. If he wants it, he's going to pull the trigger. Missed it. Gabe Hoover the rebound. Hoover. And the basket will not count. So they're going to get Christian Horst here. Former Brian Schaefer Lion. Dallas Shan's into the game. Shan's also on that Piston team. Patrick Casey's last year. Zimmerman, cross court, nicely done. Stolen by Zach Martin. Martin, back to set up. Samuel Zuck read that the whole way. Mike Good screaming. Not happy with that play, and we have an injury here. Injury timeout, Zach Martin. We'll be back.
I knew that I was not going to be stopped. You know, so at the age of 18, this was my life, right? So you can't possibly become better than me because you're not spending the time on it that I do. Even if you want to spend the time on it, you can't because you have other things. You have other responsibilities that are taking you away from it. So I already won.
And it appears Zach Martin walked off on his own and the crowd applauded. 2:38 left to go, first quarter. Grizzlies in blue, up by 2. Both teams without a win. Here's Zimmerman. Trent on Anne Marie's Celtics last year. Got eliminated by the Wolverines in the quarter round. Here's Perry. Buries it for 3. Damian. And that'll give his team the lead. 2:12 left to go, first quarter. Here's Gwaltney to get it right back, and he does. Chase. You could do that, I could do it too. A lot of good shooting today, a lot of three-pointers. Gabby Morales of the girls 7-9 league, 3 3-pointers. And a 3-second violation. Subs are going to come in. Jetty Hoover in. Attack is going to have a seat. Still first quarter, last game of the day. One of these teams should get their first win. Chase lobs it inside. Hoover looking to get going. Nice block there by Hackenberg. Perry crosses over, crosses back. Going to pull for 3 again. And he nails it. Damian Perry, 2 threes. And his team's back up 1. Let's see if Chase can get it right back. Chase is thinking about it. He's going to pull the trigger for 3. Missed it. Horst underneath. Gabriel Hoover stripped him, put it up, missed everything. Chase, one-handed pass to Fisher. Danian, stolen by Perry, or knocked away at least, but stays into the hands of the Grizzlies. Zuck into the paint, fouled. That would have counted. And some good basketball here, folks. Good technically sound basketball. Zuck's going to shoot 2. Online viewers, don't forget, you can vote for your player of the game as the game comes to an end. Zook hits the foul shot. We give the award to someone on the winning team. Zook misses the second. Zook got his own rebound. Samuel playing hard today, lobs it to Gwaltney. Gwaltney feeds it underneath. Hoover. This is Gabriel, guarded by a Hoover. Chase tried to bounce pass. It went off a foot, so it's going to stay. So we got Gabriel Hoover on the blue team, Jenny Hoover on the red team. So Amir Maxwell's going to come into the game. Perry's going to get a rest. So last week we saw the combination of Perry and Maxwell lobbing it to each other. But not today. They are split up. Zook kicks it out looking for Fellenbaum. Chase is going to run it down. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. So 35 seconds left to go. We're knotted at 10. Coach Slaughter on his feet. Chick Cole's not here today. He says everything's all right. Here's Jetty Hoover. And stepped on the line. Good job by Fellenbaum. 35 seconds. Hoover underneath off the glass. Gabriel gives his team the lead, and we have a timeout with 25 seconds to go in the first.
And I don't blame you if I'm the 10 millionth person who's told you in your life you have to work hard. I guarantee your parents have told you that, guarantee coaches have told you that. Anytime they interview some celebrity on TV, what did you do to make it? You gotta work hard, you gotta work hard. What does work hard mean? See, here's the problem. It's a relative term. Each of us defines it differently. What you consider working hard might make him laugh. What he considers working hard, Kobe Bryant might laugh at.
How do I get right with God? We are sinners, and Romans 6:23 tells us that the penalty of our sin is death. The reason why Jesus died on the cross was to pay for our own penalty. He died in our place. And when we understand and believe that Jesus died for our sins, we now can have a close relationship with a perfect and holy God.
All right, we're back. And a 2-point Grizzly lead. Quinn Reed into the game. Hoover to Fellenbaum. 1 second left, and that'll be it. After one, Grizzlies lead by 2.
And one of the greatest truths that you can that child was created in the image of God. And if we can treat that child as though he was created in the image of God and that God loves him and created him for a purpose, and we could pour into him in that way and set him up to know that he's created you for a reason, and we want to point you in that direction. Again, he's got that mentality. There is nothing I can't do. Failure is not in his mind. And so if you begin to point out for a 4th grader what success looks like based on the fact that you've been created in the image of God, you have set that kid on a path that is unlike any other. And so, boy, I just think that truth is the biggest thing that you could pour into them.
All right, we're back. Second quarter, week 3. We got a 2-point game here. Both teams without a win. Would like to go home with one. Here's Perry.
Get in there, Noah. Put your hands up.
Jacino into the game. Ball's turned over. Hoover with that blazing speed. Gabriel. Martin bangs into, and that's going to count. Gabriel. Hoover going to go to the line. And right now, I got to say, the fastest person in the league. I used to think it was Gabriel Hoover, but Drew Blasinski has my vote. Nicely done, Gabriel. I noticed a lot of players are throwing their foul shots off the glass on purpose. Seeing that a lot. Perry. Gwaltney, 15-10. Grizzlies lead, Grizzlies in blue. Chase found Zook wide open from the left side, slammed into by Perry. And Zook's gonna shoot three here. Took a shot from Perry. Early second quarter, Matthew Herman into the game. Free throws are so critical. Misses again. Zook missed all three. Break for the Lakers. Zook got the ball back, fell in bomb, wide open for three. Almost. Hoover the rebound, Gabriel lost the handle, got it back. Swings it to Herman. Good ball passing here by the Grizzlies. Zook, baseline, right side, short. Again, his own rebound. To Gwaltney. Chase is gonna pull the trigger. Nailed it. Chase Gwaltney having a good start. 17-10, Grizzlies lead. Chick Coles will be proud right now. Hackenberg. Boy, Zook taking his time getting up. Hope he's not hurt. Here's Jetty Hoover. Jetty looking for help. Fella bombs Mellows are blinding him. There's Zach Martin. Zach stolen away by Samuel. Zook missed the layup. Hoover the other way. Gabriel's right there. Hoover on Hoover. Jetty lobs it inside. Gabriel trying to save it. Not many blue jerseys there. And Matthew Herman tried his best. All right, we're going to have some subs coming in. Tack's going to come into the game. Horst. Jetty Hoover's going to take a rest. Herman's going to take a rest. And Samuel Zook as well. Samuel playing really hard today. Back. Stolen by Danny and Fisher. Fisher lobs it up off the glass and in. And the Grizzlies go up by 9. Coach Hochstetler taking over for Chick today, covering. Here's Gabriel Hoover. Hoover off the glass, missed it, tipped, got his own rebound. Got it to Gwaltney. Chase just turns around, says they're gonna leave me open, I'm gonna drain it. They're going to learn to respect that shooting skills of Chase Gwaltney real fast. And Coach Slaughter saw enough. He's going to take a time. We'll be back right after this word from Michael Jordan.
Me, I feel like I'm the most fierce competitor there is. I don't think I'm ever going to find something equal to the game of basketball for me.
Have you ever gone on the court and been afraid?
No, I've never been afraid. I mean, obviously you're nervous, but afraid means you're not confident in your skills.
I knew that I was not going to be stopped. You know, so at the age of 18, this was my life, right? So you can't possibly become better than me because you're not spending the time on it that I do. Even if you want to spend the time on it, you can't because you have other things. You have other responsibilities that are taking you away from it. So I already won.
All right, we're back. 2:57 left to go first half. It's been all Grizzlies. A lot to do with that man right there, Chase Gwaltney, having a terrific first half. Quinn Reed put one up. Reed again. Loving that right baseline. There's Hoover. This is Jetty. Damian Perry back in. Had a great first quarter. Hit a couple threes. Gwaltney wide open for three, and I don't know what he has to do to earn some respect. As long as they're going to leave Chase open, he's going to make them pay. Gabriel stole it. Has Perry all over him. Got it to Chase Gwaltney. Gwaltney going to pull again off the glass. And that was for two. Boy, Chase is just absolutely destroying him with his hands. Here's Hoover. Jetty. No good. Got his rebound. Good job by Quinn Reed. Ball is loose. And Gabriel Hoover comes up with it. 26-10, a 16-point Grizzly lead. Here's Fellenbaum, back to Gabriel Hoover. Missed everything. Reed is under there. It's gonna stay. Good job, Quinn. From Leola, Pennsylvania. I don't know if he's here with Christine or John. Here's Gwaltney. Minute 16 to go in a half and a 16-point blue lead. Gwaltney to Sensenig. Back to Gwaltney. Now they're respecting his shot. Gwaltney to his left, back to his right. This is it. Gabriel Hoover wide open for three, and he drains it. The Grizzlies right now can't miss. Coach Chick will be losing his voice right now if he was here. 19-point lead. This Laker team from last year were perfect going into the championship game. Of course, one man is missing. We won't mention his name. Gwaltney. Just looking for Sensenig. Good job by Caden Tack. Hoover lobbed it inside, but to the other Hoover. Gabriel. Him and the Hoover on Hoover collide. And good sportsmanship there. So 12 seconds to go in the half. And the Grizzlies a commanding 19-point lead. Boy, do they look good right here. Here's Gwaltney for three. That's no good. Danny and Fisher. And that was Hochstetler. He missed. Alex. Last week we saw his younger brother Tyler. Plays on Ezra Hoover's Rams. We're supposed to play Finn Hertzler this week, but it got canceled. And that's it. After one half a play, it's been all Grizzlies, 29-10. Stay tuned for Brian's message.
How do I get right with God? We are sinners, and Romans 6:23 tells us that the penalty of our sin is death. The reason why Jesus died on the cross was to pay for our own penalty. He died in our place, and when we understand and believe that
part, the rooms of your house, we've gone through the study in the bedroom, and today I'm talking the hall closet. And the hall closet in the book, it talks about the hall closet being that there's a stench coming from it. And I want to talk about smells. And in the Bible, at least, the smells that we have, when we talk about the aroma and good smells. And there's smells in life that are good, right? Fresh cut flowers, a newborn baby. Could be some good smells. One that I thought of earlier today, too, was cinnamon rolls. We all like cinnamon rolls, right? The donuts or something like that. The fresh smell of coffee for us coffee drinkers that we're drinking coffee, right? Having coffee. Some good smells. There's also some bad smells of like dirty diapers, right? Or, you know, a dead mouse in a closet, which we experienced a few times when we moved to our house. You know, you can smell that dead, rotting corpse. Well, that's the smell that's coming from this hall closet in the book of My Heart Christ Home. And God wants to clean up the hall closet. Like in the Bible, it does talk about the good aroma. Burnt offerings that were given to the Lord, that is a smoothing or a soothing smell or aroma to God. And I want to read the last section of this part of the book, because this is what God wants to do in the hall closet of your life. It goes on this, he says, I know, he said, talking to Jesus. He says, I know that you haven't given me the keys, but just give me the key and authorize me to handle the closet of your life, and I will. So with trembling hands, I gave him the keys, and he took them. He took it from my hand, and he walked over to the door, and he opened it. He entered the closet, and he took out the putrefying, rotting, smelly, disgusting things that were there. And he cleansed the closet. He painted it and fixed it up. And immediately, there was a fresh, fragrant breeze that swept through the entire house. The whole atmosphere changed. What a release and victory to have that dead thing rotting in my life away. No matter what the sin is, the pain, the hurt of your past, Jesus is ready to forgive and heal the whole thing. So my encouragement this week is to say, hey, what is that's in the hall of closet of your heart that you know God's asking you, just give me the key, let me take over, let me heal and make it whole, because he can. Let me pray. Jesus, thank you as always for this day. Thank you for everything you're doing in our lives, and that you take over those things. Come into our hall closet, come into our hearts, cleanse us and make us whole. In Jesus' name. Amen.
You know, the Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day, you know, you're trying to become better. And it's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest. So starting at the age of 2, when I first started playing the game, and on and on and on, I always ask questions. I always try to get better every single day, learn more. Then how are you going to feel about yourself? Right? So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it. Not for anybody else, but for yourself. The reality is it's all one thing, you know, because it all comes from within. It all comes from within us. We all experience these things at different stages and different points, different times. The key, I feel, is just to be aware of those moments as they occur. Right? You're aware of a certain fear or a certain obstacle or challenge, right? You're just aware of those things, and then from there you can navigate through them. You know, the Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day, you know, you're trying to become better. And it's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest. So starting at the age of 2, when I first started playing the game, and on and on and on, I always ask questions. I always try to get better every single day, learn more. Then how are you going to feel about yourself? Right? So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it. Not for anybody else, but for yourself. The reality is it's all one thing, you know, because it all comes from within. It all comes from within us. We all experience.
24-year-old says when he's out on the field, he's not just putting on a show for Chiefs Kingdom, he's playing for God.
Obviously, I want to win every game, but as long as I'm glorifying Him every single time I'm out there, I can walk with my head held high.
Mahomes says his walk with Christ has shaped him into the man he is today and the star player so many around the league admire.
before every game, I walk the field and I just do a prayer at the goalpost, and I thank God kind of for those opportunities, and I thank God for just letting me be on a stage where I can glorify Him. And I feel like the biggest thing that I pray for is that whatever happens, win or lose, success or failure, that I'm glorifying Him and doing everything the right way that He wants me to.
We're back here for the second half, and it's been all Grizzlies. Chase Gwaltney having a tremendous first half. 29-10. Here's Perry, right baseline, going to draw the foul. Oh, they're going to get Chase. So if we go back and look at today's games at 10 o'clock, Coach Randy Harding moved his Warriors to 2-1, and they defeated a very difficult Knicks team without Connor Stoltzfus. But the Knicks were ahead by 10 or 12 in that game. Warriors came back. Jake Harding was player of the game, but Luke was equally as good. Then at 11 o'clock, the Sixers and Nuggets teed off, and Isaiah Lapp, player of the game there. They won 35-21. Here's Maxwell. 12 o'clock, Coach Eric Stark and his Jazz took care of business. Once again, Jesse and Preston Merck, co-players of the game, 3 games in a row. And they knocked off, giving Anne Marie her first loss. Maxwell will draw the foul. That final was 37-21. Then, perhaps the best game of the day, most entertaining, is the girls 7-9 league. The Dream and Liberty. 24-19 final. Gabby Morales, 3 3-pointers. And the girls, and she could have had a lot more than that. She had many opportunities. Good shot by Amir. And Ryan Doherty moves to 22-1 as an Upward coach. Herman. Here's Fellenbaum. Almost. 29-11. And Damian Perry with a circus shot. Nicely done there, Damian. We'll see if we can get an instant replay on that, the next stoppage. Zimmerman missed underneath Zook. Nicely done, Samuel. I don't think his younger brother, Jeremiah, I don't think he's playing this year at Upward. Perry drives, missed it. Maxwell, he misses. And Perry's going to get an over-the-top call. He could reach over. He didn't touch anybody. Only if they're going to call Perry. I don't agree with the call. I don't see why you can reach over if you don't touch anyone. There was 0 contact, as far as I saw. Could be wrong. 31-13. Perry, he is arguing his point. I agree with you, Damian. I think it was a bad call. There was no contact. But even the PIAA refs are prone to mistakes. Unless he was trying to send a message. It's possible the referee was trying to set a precedence. Doesn't want players doing that. Here's Perry for 3. Missed it. Gabriel Hoover there. Hoover to Gwaltney. what a combination. I don't know how this team doesn't have a win. Well, then again, they did play the top two teams, two of the three top two teams in the league. Sixers and Jazz. Perry to Maxwell. This is what we want to see. And Horst in there too. Great job by Hochstetler. I don't know how he came down with that. Alex, great. Zook lost the handle. Shan's into the game. Not sure if Vanessa's here today. From what I hear, the Shan's family is pretty big. I have not seen them. Here's Perry for a long three. Missed it. Gabriel Hoover reach it over the top. No call there. Maxwell underneath. This is what we saw last week. The Warriors had a very tough time last week stopping that combination. Perry to Maxwell. Good to see that the Lakers making adjustments. Especially with Christian Horst. You have the size advantage there from all three players. Why not take advantage of it? Hoover tipped it loose. Shan's under there. Great job, Dallas. Dallas Shan's got his team the ball. That's what you want to see. Ball's loose. Gwaltney. Chase, look at the ball handling, unbelievable. Splits the defenders, gets it off to Zimmerman, just missed. Horst comes down with it, boy, being harassed. No call. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the third. Christian, inside, found Jetty Hoover. What a pass, what a play. That's what they want to see out of Christian Horst. Gwaltney to Gabriel Hoover. Off the glass, good. And the Grizzlies just won't let up. 33-17. Still in the third quarter. Underneath, Jetty Hoover. Good defense by Samuel Zook. Zook. Setting up to Gwaltney. Chase. Good ball passing. Hoover. Off the glass again. Gabriel. Looking like he did when he was on the Stallion or the Wildcats. 2022, perfect team. Here's Perry for another three. He's got two of them already. Hoover just rips it out of the hands of Shans. Boy, Gabriel Hoover, just incredible. No Jaden Felpel today, folks. Zook. Thinking about three. 39 seconds to go in the third. Gwaltney. Good job by Horst. Got to go the other way. Credit Christian Horst. All right, some subs are going to come in. Maxwell's going to relieve Perry. .33 seconds left, third quarter, 35-17. Hackenberg missed it. Martin over there. Zach, he's going to pull for three. That's all. Right to Hackenberg. Maybe that was a pass. With 10 seconds left. The bring his team within 16. Gabriel Hoover for a long three. Caden Tack comes down with it. Go after three, your score, 35-19. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter.
Can you coach?
Can you pray?
Can you pick up trash? Can you greet people?
Can you referee?
I think you can. I think you can at least do one of these. Maybe all of them. But here's my next question. Will you? Will you coach? Will you pray? Will you smile and say hello to visitors? Will you spend 10 minutes getting to know someone else? Because if you will, then children will learn to play. Children will get together and have fun. Children and their parents will get to know the name Jesus. All because you chose to volunteer. We know you can, but will you?
All right. Start of the fourth quarter. It's been all Grizzlies. Grizzlies up 16. And they're making Gabe Hoover tuck in his shirt. And the Lakers have no answers for Chase Gwaltney and Hoover and the rest of the Grizzlies. And they're going to go the other way. Final quarter of week 3. And we'll have to wait to see Finn Hertzler's game that was canceled today. Next week, Ronan Casey will be joining us here in the booth. The Upward GOAT. Fellenbaum comes down with it. Long pass for Zook. Too many red jerseys. Oh, somehow they couldn't hang on. And the ball's going to stay to blue. So, not sure if Chick Coles is watching or not. I know he'll be proud when he sees this game. Chick, the championship coach for the Knicks last year. Here's Fellenbaum for 3. Missed it. Perry comes down with it. Damian's flying, the former Tiger, underneath, good. On that team with Tyler Vrabel. Unfortunately, Tyler moved to Florida with all the rodents. Here's Zook for 3. That's no good. Maxwell comes down with it. 4:43 left to go. 35-21. Hackenberg is clobbered. And they're going to call it travel. Everybody is in disbelief right now. They're calling a travel before the foul. And not a lot of happy fans right now. There's been some questionable calls from that referee in specific today. But you have to respect, he has the title of PIAA. You have to respect the referee. Zook. Noah Jacino out there. Good ball passing here. And we're going to have another travel. With 4:08 left to go, 14-point Grizzly lead. So the GOAT, Ronan Casey, joins us online. And he has some questions. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. Yes, Damian Perry's team is 0-2. And they're going to go 0-3 after today, most likely, unless something crazy happens. Here's Zook for 3. No good. Gwaltney setting up. And answer his other question, yes, Christian Horst is a 9th grader. He played for the 2021 Brian Schaefer Lions, which would give him 3 seasons, 22, 23, 24. I think Christian was on that Chick Coles Celtics team, if I remember correctly. And Christian from Terry Hill, Pennsylvania. Mother Laura. He attends at Forgiven Worship Center. Three and a half minutes left in week 3. So if no miracles take place, the Grizzlies will move to 1-2. And the Lakers 0-3. There's Christian underneath. Look at that, Christian. Boy, if he could master that right there, he would be unstoppable. That is the way to use your body, Christian. Well done. Gwaltney to Senseneg. Zook, baseline, fall away. No good. 3 minutes left, folks. Damian Perry again. And it's not going to be a shooting foul. Killing the clock. Look like the 2021 Sixers out there. Here's Zook to finish it off. No. Going to go the other way, and we're going to have a timeout by Brad Slaughter and the Lakers. So we're going to go get you an instant replay here, folks. We're going to stay right here and see if we can find Damian Perry's circus shot. Sure if this is it or not. No, it's not. Oh, sorry, folks, I tried. It'll be part of the pregame video for next week. We'll get you that. Maxwell back at his way in. Missed it. Using his body effectively, though. That's what we like to see. Got it back. Christian Horst. Missed it. Gabriel Hoover. And they're going to get Horst here. 2:13 left in this one. 12-point lead for Blue. Gwaltney taking his good old time. Patrick Casey would be very proud. A lot of upset people at 2021 Sixers, killing a quarter and a half. Taking advantage of the no shot clock. Lance Binkley and the Raptors got within 6 or 3, but Paul Hurst and the Sixers prevailed. Martin, dangerous pass. Gabriel Hoover Saw that the whole way, but somehow Martin got it back. I don't know how. Now we're just going back and forth. It's getting sloppy out there. Another turnover. Minute 37 left in this one. Another turnover. Hoover taking his good old time. You know, I'd like to see a shot clock. If it's under 2 minutes, I wonder if Upward could do that. Zook got his own rebound, missed twice. Zimmerman, Trent's under there. And good job. Trenton Zimmerman's going to get his team the ball on a jump. Quinn Reed's going to come in for the final minute. 35-23. Coach Chick, the only coach to defeat John Hoffman. Only one in 6 years. For the girls' 7th and 9th league. Chick also the coach of the perfect 2018 Seahawks. For the boys' 5th and 6th league. Nicely done by Fisher. Perry, a hook shot, no good. Gabe Hoover, 40 seconds left, folks. This is over. The Grizzlies are going to move to 1 and 2. And the Lakers going to drop to 0 and 3 after being perfect last year until the championship game. -1 player. Perry misses. Hoover, that blazing speed down that left side. Incredible. Here's Jetty Hoover. Jetty with 4 seconds left, missed it. Caden Tack right there. And that's it. Your final, 35-23. Player of the game, Chase Gwaltney. Congratulations to the Grizzlies, earning their first victory.